Good morning, children. So let's take a revision of lesson number 1, the living world, adaptations and classification. So in our last video, we have seen adaptation in aquatic plants, adaptation in desert plants, and adaptation in snowy region. So let's now we take adaptation in plants of forest region. The forest means what? A forest covers a large area on the surface of the earth. Forest is in large quantity. A wide variety of plants and animals are found here. Okay? The trees in a forest provide shade and protection to the animals. Forest, many animals live in the forest. These habitats are hot and receive plenty of rainfall annually. There are mainly three types of forests, the tropical forest, temperate forest, and boreal or taiga forest. The three types of forests are present. Then a variety of plants, trees, herbs, shrubs are found in forest. Okay, in many sizes of plant from top to bottom, like means trees, shrubs, and herbs are found in a forest. These plants compete amongst themselves for sunlight. Sunlight is a source of light energy. So with the help of sunlight, all the plants are able to prepare their own food. So there is a competition among themselves for getting sunlight. Okay, some of the tall trees, they grow tall and tall for getting sunlight. Small plants also try to find out the sunlight. Hence, trees grow tall to get sunlight, and climbers and vines grow to the great height with the support of the trees. में देखा होगा कि sunlight के लिए see in the picture the forest. Then a spring-like tendrils on the stem of some climbers is an example of an adaptation. The tendrils. It's a modification of stem. It is like a coiled wire. Tendril is a coiled wire. With the help of that tendril, plant gets support and they grow up and up for getting sunlight. Okay. Then adaptation, this is adaptation in forest region. So some of the tropical rainforests are characterized by heavy rainfall throughout the year. In these rainforests, trees such as rubber tree have leaves with the drip tip that enable raindrops to fall off quickly. This protects them from rotting. If you have seen, a rubber plant has a drip tip. जैसे कि there is a rubber plant. Okay, its leaves. A rubber plant, the drip tip is there. It's a drip tip. It's tip because the raindrops when fall off, that it drop down. So the rubber plant has drip tip. ओके इसके ऊपर अगर पानी रहता है तो क्या होता है, ये रबर प्लांट स्पॉइल हो जाएगा, सड़ जाएगा. इसलिए इट्स एडेप्टेशन इन रबर प्लांट दैट हैज अ ड्रिप टिप टू फॉल ऑफ द water quickly. Okay, in some climber there are the tendrils. Suppose it's a climber, it has a big stem. Its stem is big. It needs support of other stick. So they have a tendril-like coiled structure, wire-like structure. That is a tendril. It is a tendril. So that tendril is an adaptation in forest plant. Okay. Then adaptation in grassland plants. Adaptation in grassland plants. So diverse type of bushes and grasses are found in the grassland. Okay, various varieties of grasses and bushes found in grassland. Fibrous root of grasses. You know, there are the two types of roots, that is fibrous root and tap root. So fibrous root means that a fiber-like structure. It's a fibrous root of grasses prevent soil erosion. Prevent soil erosion, the roots that hold the soil and prevent it from erode. So forests in equatorial region are dense. So animals like tiger, elephants and deer can remain hidden in these grasses. So it's a grassland ecosystem. However, grasses in the cold regions are very short. Animals like rabbit are found in such grasses. Vast meadows are found in hilly areas as well as plains. So this is about grassland plants, grassland ecosystem. Various animals are found in a grassland ecosystem. Then another type of adaptation, a special type of adaptation, adaptation for ingestion of food in plants. You know, many plants, means most of the plants are anchored in the ground and are autotrophic. Autotrophic means they are able to prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, means they are usually green plants. However, plants like dodder, you know, dodder is a cuscuta. Okay, that plant is a parasitic plant, means it is heterotrophic. It shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In that plant, there is a lack of chlorophyll pigment. So the plant, this plant, do not able to prepare its own food by the process of photosynthesis because of lack of chlorophyll pigment. So that parasitic plant, means dodder plant, cuscuta plant, that plant body of dodder consists of yellow wire-like stem. Its stem is yellow in color and coiled wire-like structure. It is a leafless and cannot perform photosynthesis. So, however, it has posterior roots for absorbing nutrients from the host plant. So, that grows on another green plant, that is called a host plant, and that dodder plant which grows on another plant, that is a parasitic plant. उसमें एक structure होता है, that structure is posterior. Okay, from where with the help of that posterior it sucks the nutrients from the host plant. And these roots penetrates up to conducting vessels of the host plant to absorb water and food. Okay, so this is about parasitic type of nutrition, means adaptation for ingestion of food in plants. So Hosteria is a part that is adapted part. Okay, that Hosteria is adapted part which is present in dodder or cuscuta plant, that to absorb food and water. Okay, then another type likewise, that is the fungi. You know, fungi that do not have chlorophyll and cannot perform photosynthesis. They are also shows the heterotrophic mode of nutrition in fungi. They obtain their food from starchy foodstuff like bhakri or bread. So if you put a bread for some days in moist place, you will see the growth of fungi on that bread. Okay, a spongy cotton like structure that grows on the bread, that is nothing but the fungi. आप अभी घर में लग के देखो, अभी भी मॉइस्चर है एयर में, तो उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा पानी छिड़को ब्रेड के ऊपर और रख दो 3-4 दिन उसको डंप प्लेस में, खा दे अंदर ढक के. सो व्हाट यू सी आफ्टर 2-3 days you will see a growth of fungi takes place on that bread, and that obtained food from the starchy food or bread or bhakri, the starchy food, they have root like fibers for absorption of food. So on which that plant, that fungi grow, that absorb the nutrients, that is the root like structure, that is absorption of food, that is the adaptation in fungi. Okay, then likewise the plants, some plants, they are insectivorous plants. Some plants catch insect. These plants need nitrogen for their nitrogen full requirement. To fulfill the requirement of nitrogen, some plants catch insect. Okay, that nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium for their growth. Okay, so वो प्लांट को नाइट्रोजन की जरूरत होती है, फॉस्फोरस की जरूरत होती है, पोटेशियम की जरूरत होती है. टू फुलफिल देयर ग्रोथ, टू फुलफिल दीज रिक्वायरमेंट्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, फॉस्फोरस एंड पोटेशियम, that plant catches insect. Okay, so that plants grow in soil which is deficient in nitrogen. Okay, so like Drosera means sundew, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, etc. fulfill their need for nitrogen by consuming insects. Okay, so they consume insect and they suck the insect proteins. Insect के अंदर का जो नाइट्रोजन है, वो फास्फोरस है, पोटेशियम है, वो absorb कर लेते हैं, suck कर लेते हैं, and that is a adaptation. That adaptations are seen in these plants which serve to attract insect and hold them captive. Okay, so this is the adaptation in pitcher plant. And Venus flytrap, pitcher plant में होता है, cone shape structure होता है pitcher plant का. Whenever the insect visit that trap into its pitcher, okay, Venus flytrap में वैसे दो एक ऐसे होते हैं. So whenever insect that traps inside this flaps and that suck the, that is adaptation, that sucks the proteins from the insect. So this is insectivorous plant. So this is the adaptation in plants. Okay, children. Then you know we learn about adaptation. Adaptation means a gradual changes occurs in the body parts and also in the behavior of an organism which help them to adjust to their surrounding. Okay, so we learn adaptation in aquatic plant, adaptation in desert plants, adaptation in snowy region, adaptation in forest region and grassland region, and some special plants, that is Cuscuta, means it's a non-green plant, and Venus flytrap, pitcher plant, and Drosera, sundew plant, which are insectivorous plants. Okay, now let's learn the adaptation in animals. Okay, likewise animals are also adapted to adjust themselves according to change in the environment. Okay, animals are also living things, so they need special characters to survive in spatial or the change in environment. Okay, it's a rule, unfit organism dies. So make a list that compare the diversity of animals listed, discuss the habitats, food habitats, characteristics of body structure, like vertebral column, wings, gills, tails, etc. are some characteristic features of the animals, so which are present in the animal. So there is the difference between animals also. The terrestrial animals are different from aquatic animals, likewise plants. The mountain animals are different from desert animals. So such a type of different adaptations are found in the animal. As compared to terrestrial animals, the skin and body shape of aquatic animal appear to have undergone changes. If you compare terrestrial animal and aquatic animal, there is a basic change. Okay, aquatic animals means usually fishes are able to live in a water because they have a special characteristics to survive in water. Okay, so fishes have scales on the skin and fins on the body. Their body tapers towards both the ends like the sphincter. It moves likewise. Fish breathe with the gills instead of the nose. Okay. Their eyes have transparent eyelids. They have air bladders within the body to help them to float. So these are the adaptations in fishes. Because of these adaptations, fishes are able to live in water. Okay. Then if you have observed the body of frog, duck and tortoise, you know the animals frog and duck have webbed toes. Frogs and duck have webbed toes. They can use their legs like oars. Water flows off the waxy feathers of the birds like duck and water hen. Webbed toes, slippery, smooth skin and triangular head help frog to swim easily through the water. They can live on land as well as in water due to their ability to breathe through the skin in water and using nose and lungs on the land. You know, frog is an amphibian animal. So that frogs have adaptations that both live on land and in water also because of its breathing ability. So whenever frog is in water, they use their skin for breathing. Okay, and whenever frog is on land, they have pair of lungs also, so that frog use its nose and lungs for breathing whenever on the land. Okay, so frogs are able to live both in land and water. The typical color of frog's back help them to hide among grasses. You know, the frog's body color is somewhat greenish, blackish green color. Okay, so they can easily hide even in the grasses. So this is the adaptation in frogs. Then the duck has wave feet. उसके जो feet होते हैं वो wave होती है, like a joint feet होते हैं. Due to it can swim easily in water, and they can walk on the ground also. Then duck's body feathers have waxy coating. Okay, so that waxy coating होने से, जो feathers होने से क्या होता है, that their body dry always. The water never stick on its body due to its waxy feathers, and they can easily swim in the water. So this is adaptation in fish and adaptation in ducks and frog. Okay, children, in our next video we will learn adaptation in forest and grassland animals. So bye everyone. You prepare question answers on this topic.